blood alcohol content, or BAC. Now there's two formulas. We've got the one for the male, which is the same numerator as in both cases, but this time this changes. 6.8 times M is the mass, or by the way, N is the number of drinks the person's been having, standard drinks, and H is the hours they've been drinking for. Same thing at the top here, and this is the mass of the female. It's interesting to note that these two values are different. This must be to do with the metabolic rate of difference between a male and a female. All right, so let's have a look at this one, see what happens when we put these values in. So the person has had 4 standard drinks. They've been drinking for 4 hours, and his weight's 80. So it's just a simple matter of popping it into the formula, and which is going to be 10 times 4 minus 7.5 times 4 all over 6.8 times the weight of the person. And when you do that in your calculator, you get the result of 0.02. So, well, P driver, that's got to be 0, so they can't have that, but a normal person, anything up to 0.05 is okay. Okay, let's have a look at this woman. Right, she gets, same, there'll be 10 times 4 minus 7.5 times the 4, same, but this time it's over 5.5 times the mass, which is 60. Okay, and that will increase it to 0.03 as your result. Okay, so they're both okay. They're both on the limit, provided P drivers or L plates. Now, let's say we just change this slightly, and I'll make this one. The person's going to be having 5 standard drinks this time, but they had to rush off home for some reason, and so they were drinking for 3 hours. Right, so drinking for 3 hours. What would it be then? So now we'd have to change this number here to 5 drinks now, and we have to change this one to 3. And what do you think happens then? Well, it jumps. It actually jumps to 0.05. Just by having 1 extra standard drink and 1 less hour. So these are the important things when you go out with your friends. Just keep these ones down and these ones high. Okay, let's all move on to the next one after that. All right, these are quite simple little formula, but very, very important ones. Here we have the formula for working out the number of standard drinks, given the volume in litres, the alcohol content. So, here, for example, how many standard drinks in a 750ml bottle of wine with an alcohol percentage of 12%? Well, all it is you write S, or the number is S equals the volume. I'm going to change that to litres. So we need to divide that by 1,000, so it's 0.75. You've got to multiply that by the alcohol content, which is 12, and times it by this number here, 0.789. And that gives approximately 7 standard drinks in a bottle of wine. Obviously, as this increases, right, so will the number of drinks increase. And obviously the volume as well. Okay, so let's go to this one. It's the number of hours to wait after you've been drinking and your blood alcohol content is now risen to 0.06, which you can't drive. How many hours would you have to wait? Well, N is equal to simply 0.06 divided by 0.015, and that gives you 4 hours to wait before you can drive safely. Okay, well, that's done.